Alright, this is making a screen print. What I'm intending to do is take this image here and turn it into a silk screen. The first step is to put emulsion onto the screen. And that's done using this green goopy stuff and this emulsion trough. And what I'm doing here is tilting it towards the screen until I get a nice bead on the screen, at which point I simply drag it upward. And there you have it. Now that the emulsion has been applied, I will put it in a dark spot and let it dry. It's important to put the photo emulsion back into its tub quickly, as it is light sensitive. The next step in the process is digitizing the print using this big scanner. Now, because my original image was too large to scan using the scanner, I took a photo of it with my phone and then emailed it to myself, and have now imported it into Photoshop, where I am playing with the threshold adjustment. And here's what that does. So it's pretty good for turning the image into simple black and white. That means it'll print better. And after I've adjusted the threshold, I will just go in to do some fine digital tuning and erase these kind of natural vignettes that the JPEG image had on it, so that it prints smoothly, because even these little grainy black bits would then print in the screen, and that's not the effect that we're going for. And now what I've done to increase the opacity of my digital prints is I printed off 2 copies of them, and now I will line them up and tape them together. And this is taping them together so that they're lined up perfectly. Now our 3 minutes has elapsed, so we can take it out and rinse it off. And you can see these light green areas, that's what is not being exposed to the light. That was what was blocked from the light. And those areas are the areas which are gonna then wash out, and where ink will be able to run through is these lime green areas. Alright, now that we've washed it off for about 10 minutes, and we can start to see that the image is burned through the other side. We can hold it up, take a look at it. And there's our image. And now we'll just dry it off, and then we're ready to start printing. Alright, so now I'm going to tear my paper to the dimensions that I want it to be. And because I want to give it lots of breathing room, I'm going to have this sheet of paper. So I'm going to go along the top and mark out the dimensions that I want, which is 14 inches. And to make sure that I have my tear completely straight, I'll go down to the bottom and measure the same 14 inches. Alright, Alright, so now I've got it all lined up. I'll just grab one corner.
Nice chair.
Because I want to make this a two-tone print, I'm going to be taping off a section of my screen so that that ink won't transfer through those holes, and then when I do go back to do the rest of the screen, I will tape off the opposite, giving me a nice two-tone effect. Alright, so the next step is to tape off the inside of the screen. This makes cleanup easier, and it also gets rid of the risk of having ink run through where the emulsion didn't get. So right along there, if I was clumsy, I would transfer ink onto our nice paper. We don't do that, so I will tape it up. Alright, so now we've got everything set up, and we are ready to start making some prints. So what I'm going to do now is take this lovely black and start putting it onto my screen. I'll put it in a nice layer down here. Alright, so I'm satisfied with my inking job. So I'll put that down and then pick up my squeegee here, look for a nice edge on it. I think I found my nice edge. And then I'm going to flood the screen. So by that, I'm just coming in behind the ink, getting it in front of my squeegee, like so, and then just really lightly going over the whole image. Okay, so now I'm going to make a register on this nice big piece of acetate. So this will be my first pull. So I get on top of my big blob of ink, and then nice uniform pressure, pull down. And then, fighting the urge to see how the register went, I'm going to flood the screen. And there we go. That's what our image looks like. Alright, now it's time to do the second color, which is this lovely turquoise teal. And so I've taped off everything which I printed last time, so now what's going to be showing through is the rifle and shells image. So just like last time, we put on a nice quantity, generous quantity of ink, because I can scoop up whatever I don't use, and the cost of the ink is included in my tuition. Alright, and this is pulling on the second color of paint. So good firm pressure, nice angle on the pull, and then I like to make sure this board is up against my legs so that the board can't move anywhere. Alright, here I go. Make sure to flood the screen again. Let me look.